What's up guys, Pix here, bringing you another squad builder on FIFA 18, and in goal, we're going to have an untradeable keeper, Asmir Begovic. I had, I think, Heaton in there at one point, but then I forgot that I packed Begovic in an untradeable pack, so I just sold Heaton, went with Begovic. I'm sure he'll cost a little bit because he's a BPL keeper with some pretty decent stats, and honestly, he's worth it. For whatever coins you pay for him, probably no more than like 5k, maybe 4k, but I'll factor that price into the price in the title. Obviously, but I thought he was amazing. He was really good. Keepers in this game generally are pretty bad. He did make some really stupid mistakes. He does get stuck in those really silly animations that all keepers fall to in this game. But he was really great, especially with one-on-ones. He was saving majority of one-on-ones that my opponents were having on me, and I thought he was overall really great. And Kabasai and Zuma are my center backs. Kabasai I thought was pretty good. Not anything special, to be honest. If you look at his in-game stats, nothing really pops out. But with Zuma, he is a beast. Definitely one of the best center backs. Actually, he's probably the best center back I've used on FIFA 18 so far. If you look at his in-game stats, the strength, the aggression, the jumping, stand tackling, he has some really nice stats, and honestly, he's definitely worth the price. I'm sure he has gone up. Players have started to go up a little bit more, so you might have to pay more than I did for him, but I thought he was great overall. In the two fullbacks, we have Sidibe and Holebas. Two really great fullbacks. Holebas will definitely be one of those fullbacks in the EPL that I will go for. If I have the choice of any EPL left back, I want a cheap one, Holebas will be the one that I go for. He has decent pace, he's big, he has great aggression, he can shoot, he can pretty much do anything you want your fullbacks to do. I thought he was awesome, and he felt very strong in game. Same as Sidibe, he did a fantastic job. I think he was the most expensive player on the team, if not one of the most expensive players on the team. Once again, you're paying for quality. I think players with high defending and physical do a great job in this game, and also jumping on fullbacks. I said it last year, and I say it this year again, jumping on fullbacks is a very important thing, I find, because it allows them to get up to those over-the-top through balls. And with over-the-top through balls being so effective this year, high jumping on fullbacks is very important. And then we have Kondogbia and Battaglia as our center defensive midfielders. I think Battaglia is going to be one of those players that really go under the radar, but even though he is pretty underrated in this game, and I don't really come up against him at all, I don't think I will, he has a bit of a high price point, and as he just scores a banger with his left foot there right in the bottom corner. His price was 2,000 coins when I bought him here, and I'm using him again on a different team, and I had to pay over 4,000 coins for him. I'm not sure if that's because people know that he's sick or if he's just not on the market very much, but I think he's amazing, and I would definitely recommend going for Battaglia. And Kondogbia as well is a very good center defensive midfielder. Honestly, surprised me. His interceptions are great. He was very physical. He doesn't really offer too much as far as passing or anything, but as a center defensive midfielder who wins tackles, did a great job. Our three center attacking mids are Alan, Ruiz, Diego Perotti, and Orellana, and we're going to see some Orellana goals here. He was the biggest surprise in the team for sure. He didn't really stick out to me too much. I mean, now that he got that center attacking mid position change, I was really looking forward to using him. I thought he would do a great job, and he really did. The one thing I love most about him, which you'll see in all these goals, was his great positioning. I don't know why or how he was getting into these awesome positions, but look at this little run from him there. Like, look at how Perotti just makes that space, holds the ball, gives him enough time to get into that goal scoring position. He gets there and he puts the ball away. Another example right here, you'll see a really nice run. Great hold up from Correa holding the ball. Orellana makes that run, cuts in, finish on that weak foot. He was really good in that aspect. His goal scoring ability was great, really surprising, and he also had decent passing. Honestly, a fantastic center attacking midfielder. The only thing about him is that he's weak, but other than that, I'd say he's damn near perfect, at least the way he performed in the game. And another great run, and look at that finish on that left foot. What a volley, what an animation there is in this game as well. I love the animations for the shooting and the volleys and passing and everything. The animations are great, and I thought he did a fantastic job, man. The curve as well, he's a good set piece taker. Honestly, just overall, fantastic card. And then Diego Perotti was very similar feeling to Orellana, but the positioning was what wasn't there the same way it was with Orellana, because he does have the medium and high work rate. So he did track back a bit. He won a few tackles here and there. He did contribute actually to the defensive side of things pretty well sometimes. He offered that extra man back, but I don't really want my center attacking mid at the back. I want them doing stuff like that, making their runs forward and putting balls away, or hitting balls into the box for headers, or trying to assist. But Perotti, with that medium and high work rate, did track back a little more than I thought he would, or I wanted him to, but I honestly thought that he was still great anyway. His overall passing, his positioning was pretty decent, as you see right there in the goal before. He has some really good positioning. What a goal that was, set up by Correa as well, our striker. I guess now you know who the striker is of the team, spoiler alert. But Prati with the 5-star weak foot as well. You can cut in on that right foot or cross on the left foot, depending on where you play him. He's a really good player, honestly. And then we have Alan Ruiz, who was the best player on the team, for sure, no contest, and the best player I've used on FIFA 18 so far. This dude is absolutely broken. I just could not believe how much fun I was having with this guy and how good he was. I mean, you look at his in-game stats, they're pretty insane. The long shots, the shot power, the dribbling, ball control, even the composure, I believe 83, decent strength. The dude is just amazing on this game. He's like the cheap Isco or the cheap James Rodriguez. He does an incredible job, and he feels so silky on the ball. Now, regardless of how tall he is, he feels so smooth on the ball. And you might look at his pace and get turned off a bit, but I find that players with low pace and high dribbling on this game still do a great job. And you might say that he's slow, but these clips are sort of saying otherwise. He's not necessarily a slow player whatsoever. He does a fantastic job on this game, and I think he's built for it. And I honestly can't see a player really topping him for me. The way he performed was ridiculous and way past what his rating would suggest. His left foot is an absolute cannon. You get him in front of goal, he's going to put pretty much everything away. He has a really good finish on him, and his overall range of passing, he did a great job. You'll see in other players' clips some of the goals that he assisted. He did an amazing job of getting assists, but he was also the top goal scorer on this team, I believe. I think match top goal scorer with our striker. They do his link-up play as well. He has an aerial presence because he's a bit taller, so he does win balls in the midfield at times. But it's all about that left foot. I mean, look at that shot there. He just lets it rip, and keepers just have no chance. And I think keepers are pretty shit in this game, but Alan Ruiz makes them look even worse with that left foot. Whenever you get a shot on that left foot, just let it rip, and you're going to score with him. So yeah, please don't look past Alan Ruiz. He also has a 4-star skill moves. I think maybe a 2-star weak foot. I think it might be a 2-star weak foot. But as you can see there, and from another goal he scored earlier, his 2-star weak foot doesn't really feel like a 2-star weak foot. It feels more like a 3-star or even 4-star. So honestly, no complaint about this guy. You might say that the pace isn't, and look at that goal by the way, that the pace is a downside to him. But I judge players based on how they play in game, not the stats they have on card. And the pace didn't bother me one bit. He was fantastic. And the center attacking mid, the striker of the team is going to be Correa. Definitely one of the better cheap strikers I think you can pick up in the game with the stats that he has, the pace, the dribbling, and the shooting. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He did a really good job. He might not be the ideal, I guess, solo striker because of his height and his strength, but I think he did a really good job holding up play with his dribbling and ball control and allowing Alan Ruiz to come forward and play that striker role sometimes. And look at that first touch to get past the player and then the smash into the top corner. He had a really good left foot. The finishing left a little bit to be desired sometimes. I honestly thought that he could have finished more, had a lot more goals, but sometimes I just had some trouble finishing with it, but not so often. And that goal he just scored right there, that's how I scored a lot of my goals with him. Just pass the ball to him in the box, use his agility to just get on that left foot, or even the right foot sometimes, and just slot it away. He was really good overall. The positioning could have been better. He was allowing Alan Ruiz to come forward a lot of the times, which is why they scored similar amounts of goals, because Ruiz was just making the runs over him sometimes, but they played off each other super well. I thought that duo was incredible. And I do think he would suit a solo striker role, striking partnership role better, because he could really support a bigger, taller striker. Like, for example, I know this isn't a really good example, but if you're going to make a La Liga team, you could put him up with Muriel, and I think they do a really good job. Just as a solo striker, he does have really good passing, I noticed. Great link-up play as well, so he would definitely benefit from having a second striker, which he did benefit having Alan Ruiz there to really complement him. So, overall, I thought Correa was a good striker. He has a good finish on him, very nice dribbling, very silky on the ball, and as you see right there, some decent positioning as well. He did score me very similar goals, but if you know how to use him, then just abuse what he's good at. What he's good at is getting himself into decent positions, putting it on his left foot, using his agility, and just finishing it. And this team was great. I'd say pick this team up if you have the coins for it. It's pretty damn cheap, so definitely go pick it up, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.